Hi, this is Carla. Today is Wednesday, January 30th, 2019. I want to do this video prior to a doctor appointment I have this afternoon. Since Friday, the 25th, I had a level 10 exposure to radiation and went down and have had a very hard time getting back up. Saturday was good compared to what I went through, and then Sunday I woke up sicker and got re-triggered. Sunday afternoon I went to go pick up my daughter at the airport and had to circle around the Vegas airport about 5 times, and every single time I looped around, I noticed that I was getting a worse headache and my vision went blurry, got nauseated and a little dizzy. So by the time I got her in the car, she had to drive us and drop me off. Wasn't thinking straight by the time we got here and dropped off my phone. I left my phone in her car, so I had to call her back 10 minutes out. And the Sunday night, I was very sick with multiple symptoms. They range from nausea, headache, dizzy, lightheaded, heart palpitations, tachycardia. My brain slows down. I have a headache right now. I'm sorry, I'm not well right now. Just didn't feel good at all. It just feels like one of the worst flus has hit you, along with panic, anxiety attacks. And so Monday was very sick. Tuesday, I've had to call off work all week because I can't seem to pull out of this one. The Lord just, let me finish. Tuesday was yesterday. I've only been doing natural remedies, CBD, THC, lavender essential oils, magnesium, a lot of water, because it dehydrates the body, dries my eyes out, dries my lips out. I'm constantly putting artificial tears in my eyes and chapstick on my lips, coconut oil all over my body, and I douse myself daily with lavender essential oil. The CBD with the THC seems to help the best. I've tried just the CBD and it helps, this much, but when it has the THC in it, then it stops the discomfort and the suffering and the anxiety, and then it also is like a shield that's over my body, that it has apparently neurotransmitter blockers, and it blocks the signals, so I can be on my phone for a little bit longer than if I didn't have it in my system. So I have made an appointment at the doctor today. I've already been to this primary doctor. I've mentioned EHS, EMR, electromagnetic radiation, electromagnetic frequencies, electromagnetic hypersensitivity to my 3 specialists, my endocrinologist, my neurologist, and my cardiologist. And they all 3 have basically kind of said, keep documenting, we're aware of it, but can't pinpoint it to their specific specialty, and told me to go to my primary. So when I went to my primary doctor, she basically said, you know more than I do about it. It's recognized by the World Health Organization, but the symptoms are very downplayed. And if you think it through, the reason why is because all of our technology is designed around EMF, millimeter waves, microwave radiation. All of them have different levels of frequencies, and the radiation is different off of each of them. I don't know much. I can't seem to grasp the scientific aspect of it, but I can tell you from my own experience that what I walked into Friday was we had the Wi-Fi turned off 45 minutes prior to me getting there, and thought that that would be the solution so that I could go back to a home in Pahrump. And that didn't work. I believe I have the details on another video, so I'll try to link that to this one. But I basically want to do this video because God is just speaking so loud to me, so much, and I'm so grateful. Even though this stuff is torturing me, and that's not an exaggeration, or for drama effects. Light bulbs, LED light bulbs, TV, cell phone, laptops. I've had to put away 2 clocks. One was an LED clock, one was just a digital clock. Both because they were emitting radiation, and amazingly, when I unplug them and put them away, what happens is the intensity of the symptoms that I'm feeling drop. Usually within 10 to 20 minutes. Right now I feel irritation in my throat. I've got heart palpitations going on. I haven't felt well all day, so that the phone just aggravates it. So since Friday, it was just amazing prior to, because when this started, November 29th, 2018, within a month, I would just wake up in the middle of the night, like the Lord just woke me up and laid things on my heart, and I started, writing notes, and notes would end up into emails. Emails ended up to my daughters, most of them, when I went back and read them, because I wasn't sure what I was writing. It was like God was talking so fast, I was just dictating. And so when I went back and read them, basically I was giving my daughters instructions on where my important documents were, where my passwords were, where to look for certain things, just pertinent information upon my death, and wasn't quite sure where that was all coming from. But he basically said, send this part of that email, save this part. And so I did. And since then, this has happened numerous times. I've reached out to certain people just in the last couple of days, and basically he's had me, what I call take care of the people around me that I love, to prepare them, and that's preparing me. To let them know that he has just laid on my heart. He's been, he closed doors. I kept praying for guidance and direction on what to do. Since November 29th, it's become each week more and more apparent that I probably wasn't going to be able to stay in Vegas, probably wasn't going to be able to keep this little part-time job. Because just being out in the element with all the cell towers and, just driving around Vegas has gotten to the point where I start feeling symptomatic. And so I basically would work 3 days, one day off, work a day off, and my days off were ending up basically in bed, just trying to recover my strength and my energy from being zapped the day before. I've calculated since November 29th, there's been about 45 pretty significant episodes, and about 20 to 25, what I call low-level, slow exposures, kind of creeps up on me. And then when I get home, or when I get away from whatever it is, it's almost like a drunk feeling. It's like it's a blur. Usually it's when I've been driving, that I look back and I'm like, whoa, I don't even remember that. So it became apparent that I, may need to go back to Pahrump, which was much lower in cell towers there. It's more rural than there is here where I'm at. And so I just kept praying. I knew the Lord was guiding this. I knew He was directing it. And so the people where I live had notified me, I think it was about a week and a half ago, almost 2 weeks ago, week and a half ago, that where I'm in, it's a little casita, that they were going to need it for their son and future daughter-in-law. And so it was a relief, because I made a commitment to these people. I made a commitment to this job, and I was trying to see it through as much as I was struggling. And so it was a relief. It was just a relief. I felt like a fish off the hook. It was like, okay, now I can, take care of me. I can do what I need to do for me. And then I just kept praying and asking the Lord, what exactly is it that you want me to do for me? Where do you want me to go? What do you want me to do? And so it feels weird to look at the camera part and just look at that hole. But then I'm looking at you, or otherwise I'm looking at me. So I ended up, I just prayed. I just kept praying, and I just assumed, that where I needed to go was back to Pahrump, where I originally came from before I started this job. And so I really didn't